NCCAA, Bob Jones University, promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives are grounds for removal from the side of competition and other disciplinary actions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alumni Stadium for tonight's season opener for the Bob Jones University Bruins. Today's contest features the visiting USC Union Bantams and your Bob Jones University Bruins. It's at this time that we ask you to please stand for a word of prayer, followed by our national anthem. We'll be led in prayer tonight by Acting Athletic Director, Dr. Dennis Scott.
Let's pray together. Our Heavenly Father, we're thankful so much for this beautiful evening, the day that you created and given to us, which we can bring glory to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Thank you for the talents and abilities and passions of these athletes. Pray as they compete that they would be safe and that they would compete well and that they compete to the best of their abilities. And in our conversation, in our competition, that we would be encouraging one another and bringing glory to the name of our Savior Jesus Christ. And it's in His name we pray. Amen. Starters for the visiting Bantams. Number 1, Kyle Jimenez. Number 2, Jameson Stewart Manning. Number 4, Pedro Rocha. Number 5, Freddie Payne. Number 6, Felix Hebler. Number 7, Max Manzelman. Number 8, Julian Fodish. Number 9, Steve Uod Tara. Number 10, Juan Rodas. Number 12, Massimo Rossi. And number 22, Pablo Valverde. And now it's time to meet the starters for your 2025 Bob Jones University Bruins. Junior from Taylor, South Carolina, he wears number 1, Luke Provenzano. Number 4, from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, David Issa. Number 5, sophomore from Katy, Texas, Jaden Kodia. Number 11, freshman from the High Acres, Florida, Pierre Jean-Philippe.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the beginning of a brand new season of Bruins soccer. We're coming to you live from the beautiful Alumni Stadium here in Greenville, South Carolina. My name is Trenton Goldsman, and I am so excited to welcome you to a perfect night for the beautiful game as the Bruins kick off their 2025 campaign against the visiting USC Union Bantams. The Bruins enter this season as reigning national champions, but with a little bit of a different look. It's the start of a brand new chapter here for the Bob Jones University Bruins soccer team. And it all starts right now. Bruins, after graduating a large core of last year's squad, there's a sense of a rebuild in the air. But make no mistake, there is no shortage of talent on this roster. Head coach Greg Fulton, along with assistants Ryan McCarty and Ian Arendz, brought in some strong new players, and tonight we get our first look at how it all will come together. The Bantams with the ball first, going from right to left in the red and black, the Bruins in the white and gold. Going to your right, the Bruins back line is almost brand new. The only returner is David Issa on that left back spot, but he's joined by Gerardo Gonzalez, Jaden Kodia, and Justin Seeley, all three new players for the Bruins. And behind them, brand new goalkeeper, junior Luke Provenzano. He's been sitting and watching the great Cam Braswell for the last 2 years. Finally gets his chance now to begin what I'm sure will be a great college career. That one sent up to Justin Seeley on the right wing, but he's shielded off by two defenders. He's still fighting for it, and Pablo Valverde kicks it up to Steve Uatara. Uatara has some speed down the line, trying to beat out Bergen and Kodia. Uatara into the box. He's still going into the middle of the box. No one's home. That's Fodish off the post. It's bouncing around already and cleared away by Issa. Wow. Crazy start. The rest of the Bruins starting lineup. You got Pierre Jean-Philippe, Will Hodgkin, Rye Solomon, and Reed Bergen in the midfield, along with Jackson Reinhard and Asher Rednick on the offensive side. In the two exhibition matches, the Bruins have had no shortage of speed and offense, shown off by Jackson Reinhard right now, trying to get around his defender. He's still fighting for it, but he's called for a foul. But the one main thing that's been missing from the two exhibition matches is just figuring out that defense. But guess what? That's just what happens when you graduate three All-American defenders. Jake Provenzano, Dallas Albert, and Matthias Ballady no longer on this Bruins roster. That creates a massive hole, but as I said, do not fret, Bruins fans. There is some talent coming in. They just have to figure each other out first. That one's a foul, and the Bantams will have a free kick. Starters for the Bantams are Paul Jimenez, Jamison Stewart Manning, Pedro Rocha, Freddie Payne, Felix Hebler, Max Manzelman, Julian Fodish, Steve Uatara, Juan Rodas, Massimo Rossi, and Pablo Valverde. That's Rodas standing over the ball right now. There are 6 Bantams in the box crowding it. And Freddie Payne there for the short option. They're already moving around, pushing around, trying to get an advantage in positioning. And the on-field referee is going to have to go over them and tell them just to relax a little bit. Here we go. Rodas into the top of the box. That's floating up there. And that's going to be an easy gather by Luke Provenzano. Luke Provenzano, as I said, last 2 years has been behind Cam Braswell, the All-American goalkeeper. Now he gets his chance as a junior here to start. He has a lot of talent. He's been working so hard for this moment, and he very much deserves tonight in his first official career start. Rednick was trying to get the ball, was kind of tangled up there, and I think the Bruins are going to get a free kick. They will. David Issa, also known as Tuso on the team, will take this one. And he's going to do his diagonal cross. You're going to see a lot of that throughout the season. Reinhard went up for it. That's a bad clearance, but gathered right away by Freddie Payne. Uatara trying to get around Seeley, but Reed Bergen ends up with it in the midfield. Back to Gerardo Gonzalez and back to Provenzano. Finds Issa with a floater near the half line. And Will Hodgkin in the midfield. There's one thing the Bruins did return. It's the maturity in the midfield with guys like Reed Bergen, Rye Solomon, Sam Gaddis, and Will Hodgkin. Issa all the way up the field, tries to make a move towards the line, crosses it. That gets deflected right away and gathered by freshman goalkeeper Pal Jimenez. USC Union is a junior college, also known as a JUCO in our terms. That means that it's all freshmen and sophomores on this roster. 8 returning sophomores, 3 new sophomores, and the rest of them are brand new. So you got a look of 2 brand new teams tonight, basically, to begin this 2025 season. That's Jaden Kodia trying to clear it away a little bit. Top spins off of his foot and gathered by the Bantams in the middle. Hodgkin is there, pokes that one away, trying to gain possession back, and goes back to the back line. Hodgkin again, he's busy in that midfield so far tonight, trying to look into Asher Rednick, but deflected away. Pierre-Jean-Philippe coming in from that left wing spot to try to get the ball. He does. Pierre-Jean-Philippe is a second-year freshman, listed as a freshman, but he has so much talent. He's that main offense spark for the Bruins so far. He's so fast in that left wing. His first step is unbelievably quick. Bergen pokes it away from Stuart Manning. And now gets the ball on the sideline, drops it back to Gerardo Gonzalez. Gerardo's a freshman from Lithia, Florida. He came in as a midfielder, but through 2 exhibitions has played in that center back spot alongside Jaden Kodia. And he's done a very, very good job there, finding his positioning and learning the system here. Up the field, too short. Doesn't find Hodgkin or Reinhardt. Rodas tried to find the gap there, but couldn't. What an incredible crowd here tonight for the season opener for the Bruins. They are still pouring in. It's always incredible to see such big crowds to come support this Bruins team. That ball sent up too far, too high. It's going to go out for a Bantam's throw. That one's going to go right back out for a Bruins throw near the midline, and the ref corrects it. Confusion on the Bruins sideline by Greg Fulton and Ryan McCarty. Quick conversation, and there's a throw in by Payne. Trying to find Manzelman, had a fancy touch, almost made that work, but it was read by Luke Provenzano, and he gathers it. Provenzano rolls to Gonzalez. It's a hard ground pass. Doesn't quite get the Hodgkin. Picked away by Julian Fodish. That's Stuart Manning. Looking over to Freddie Payne. Not gathered by Payne. Quick throw opportunity for the Bruins. Finds a Rednick. A Rednick, good initial touch. But 3 defenders on him. Gathered back by Reinhardt. To Solomon. Back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt can't quite get the gather as the pass was just behind him. Kodia in a foot race with Uatara, and the best he can do is just kick it out of bounds. That one's up to Provenzano. That pass by Gonzalez is picked off, but then gathered back by Pierre-Jean-Philippe. And David Issa up the sideline trying to overlap with him. The Bruins are on the move. Issa looking for his best option. He's going slow right now. Finds a Rednick. And Pierre-Jean-Philippe was not on the same page as a Rednick, so that one's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Out of the 11 starters here tonight for the Bruins, 6 of them are new from last year. The returning starters are David Issa, Reed Bergen, Will Hodgkin, Rise Solomon, and Asher Rednick. The other ones are new starters, whether that's new players or returning players that earned a starting spot through the spring season and the preseason. That one's kicked up by Pau Jimenez. Big kick. Gets past half. Reed Bergen gets it twice, and now it's at the feet of Hotchkin. Hotchkin, good turnaround there. Hotchkin up to Reinhard. Reinhard has the speed and the touch, trying to get around his defender. Pokes to Pierre-Jean-Philippe. Their left back is out of place now. Pierre-Jean-Philippe gets it poked away by that left back, but on the right side, and Valverde clears it away. Expect a lot of movement on this right side between Jackson Reinhardt and Justin Seeley. Two freshmen that have an incredible sense of speed. In the preseason, they run something called the Cooper test. It's their endurance test. Their team goal is to have a team average of sub 12 minutes for 2 miles. And Jackson Reinhardt led the way with a program record 10 minutes and 10 seconds for the 2-mile test. As a former cross-country and track runner, that is amazing. It was incredible. I was blown away. Justin Seeley not too far behind him with like a 10:35 mark. Incredible. We'll see another freshman coming in soon, Bucky Provenzano, that ran it in 10:11. So this team is fast, guys. This team is very fast this year. If they get on the same page, this offense might just be flying past these back lines against the teams they play against. That one goes all the way to the back. Reset button for the Bruins. We're 10 minutes in. The Bruins have had majority possession, still looking to get a shot on goal. Gonzalez, Codia, and Provenzano playing with a triangle back there, trying to find the best spot. Finally, Codia kicks it up. Good pressure by Reinhardt from the back, and that one is cleared away. Gathered in the midfield by Fodish. Finds Stuart Manning, back to Fodish. All the way to the left side to Uatara. And Uatara, instead of letting that go out of bounds, goes to catch it like a goalkeeper. It's rare that you see that, but it doesn't really make much of a difference in a situation like that. Now, if it was in the offensive third, I think Uatara may have gotten benched for that. Gonzalez looking for Issa up the line. That's Valverde, who's just on the right side of the field now. He started as left back, but now on the right side. Stuart Manning trying to find Rodas in the middle. Reinhardt gets there first, back to Rodas. Rodas back to Stuart Manning, but that gets tipped around by Hebler. Stuart Manning, good save by Luke Provenzano. Bruins are going to have to deal with Jamison Stuart Manning all night long. Talented freshman. He scored against Coker in their last match. And no doubt he's looking for more goals throughout the season. One of the main things about junior college is a lot of these guys have some top talent, and they go to these junior colleges first and then transfer up to a higher division. And as a freshman, no doubt that's exactly what Jamison Stuart Manning is going to do. We can already tell the talent he has on that right wing. He's been doing a lot of the heavy work so far for the Bantams. That one's cleared up. Reinhardt on the back of Payne. Payne gets around and clears it up the line. Miscommunication. That one's going to roll all the way out for a deep throw in for the Bruins. Issa trying to find Pierre-Jean-Philippe, and that one's just going to get kicked out of bounds for a throw-in. Quick conversation between the referee. It looks to be Massimo Rossi. Referee has not stopped play yet, so the clock will continue to run. And we resume play. Issa Hotchkin over to Seeley. Seeley taking space and then drops back to Kodia. Kodia finds a Rednick. Back to Bergen. Bruins have some forward movement right now. 8 players in the offensive half. Provenzano up way far out of his box for that drop, but not worried. Kodia finds Seeley. Seeley, quick pass to Reinhardt. Reinhardt and Solomon not on the same page, goes out of bounds for a Bantams throw. So stoppage or play. It's probably something about a Bantam wearing a piece of jewelry, maybe. So the referee goes into his pocket and gives Coach Curley something. Mark Curley, the head coach for the Bantams, is a native of Greenville, so he knows this area very well. This is his 26th year coaching soccer, which includes some youth soccer in Japan before going and coaching Carolina Elite before this USC Union team. Very experienced coach, very nice guy. Great turnaround by Hotchkin. That gets the crowd oohing and ahhing, but the pass back from Rednick off target. Rodas. Oh, man. I don't think Seeley knew Uwatara was sneaking up that line, and he can't quite get to the ball. If that through ball had a little bit more pace on it, Uwatara would have been all by himself one-on-one with Provenzano. But because of the fact that it kind of just nicked off of the foot, didn't quite get all the way to Uwatara's feet. That one's out for a Bantam's throw. Solomon trying to win the ball back. Solomon, good tackle. Finds Hotchkin, but that pass is behind Reinhardt. And now Reinhardt in a sticky situation finds Seeley. Seeley, good couple touches there. Miscommunication again between Seeley and Hotchkin. That's just a comfort thing right there. Throughout the season, that's going to get a lot better because these players are going to know each other a lot better as the season goes on, especially as more games are played. A little trip up there, nothing's called. Manzelman getting up and trying to chase after the ball, but Provenzano reads it and comes and gets it, and now rolls it to Gonzalez.
USC Union.
Jean-Philippe finds Issa, who's trying to find a Rednick or Jean-Philippe, but back line is there. Stuart Manning finds Manzelman. Over to Uwatara, has some space on this left side to cut in if he wants to. Seeley coming on to him. Uwatara almost gets it across the line, and Seeley gets in the way for a corner kick, but Seeley goes down. Shaken up a little bit. And he's groaning on the ground. Clock will stop. As the trainer goes and tends to Justin Seeley. That gets Rivers Hamilton up and warming up. Take this pause and play to tell you about the conveniently located hotel off of I-385, just 5 miles from downtown. The Courtyard Greenville Haywood Mall Hotel wants to give you 10% off the best available daily rate. Their on-site bistro serves Starbucks breakfast and dinner with a seasonal outdoor pool with fire pit and grill available. You can learn more at Marriott.com. That is the Courtyard Greenville Haywood Mall Hotel, the official hotel of your BJU Bruins. Bruins take this pause as a chance to talk to Will Hotchkin and Pierre Jean-Philippe, give them a little water. Trainer is still tending to Justin Seeley. Seeley has had an incredible preseason. Earned this starting spot here tonight as a freshman. He didn't start in the first exhibition game against Piedmont. But when he was in against Piedmont, I mean, there was some sense of comfort back there on the defensive line, especially with his opportunity to overlap on that right wing, whoever was there. And he's going to get helped off the field. Rivers Hamilton is going to come on for him. We can only hope and pray this is not a bad injury. Justin Seeley is such a talent and such a big part of this freshman class. All that, don't forget the corner kick for the Bantams now. Big first opportunity here for either team to score. That one's a beautifully placed corner kick and a shot. Good save by Provenzano and cleared away. Good job by Will Hotchkin to get that ball away and retain possession and control. Back to Issa. Issa using his speed to get past two defenders. Issa still with the ball at his feet, still going forward, trying to find someone, finds Bergen as a drop. And Bergen tries to split the defenders, but taken away by Manzelman. But Rice Solomon takes it right back. And the Bruins retain possession. One thing the Bruins midfield is so good at is getting the ball back after it gets taken away. Bergen and Solomon especially, I mean, there's so much energy trying to find a Rednick. Good pass by Reinhard. Good idea, just not quite the pace. That one is going to be hard to get. Big 50-50 ball. And the Bruins get that one away. Good job by Provenzano coming out for that to interrupt. It looked like Uatara was through past Kodia and Hamilton. And now a chance here. A Rednick is going to let that one go out for a corner kick. Now the Bruins get a corner on the other side. If you were to watch that play back where the Bantams had a chance to score there, you would have thought Luke Provenzano was a 3-year starter. That was a mature, good decision by Luke Provenzano. He just saved a goal from happening here in the 26th minute. And now the Bruins have a chance to score here on their own corner kick. David Issa's taking it. Bergen's trying to get positioning. He's getting grabbed and elbowed right now in the goal. Ref will go have a conversation. Bergen is one of those guys that just minds his own business. He's a very quiet player on the field, but such a massive impact. Pierre Jean-Philippe, Asher Rednick, Jackson Reinhardt, Will Hotchkin, and Rice Solomon all lined up at the top of the box, waiting to crash in. David Issa leaning against the flag, waiting to kick it. Bergen's in the box trying to bother the keeper. Moving around. Here we go. Curls it in. That one's over Rednick's head. Cleared away for now. Manzelman gets that first. Stuart Manning saves it from going out of bounds. Uatara to Manzelman. Going out for a Bruins throw. Potential counterattack by the Bantams. Comes up just short. Rivers Hamilton's going to throw and drop it to Jaden Kodia. Pierre Jean-Philippe into the middle. Not quite at the right angle for a Rednick to get it. Pau Jimenez gathers. Jimenez taking his own sweet little time to punt this one away. Finally does. Bergen comes down with it, drops to Provenzano. Gonzalez. Issa, does he have the speed? Of course he has the speed. Gets to the ball in the left wing, makes a touch. Cuts back for a moment. Finds Hodgkin. Hodgkin from far out. Will Hodgkin over the bar. Good look at a shot right there from far outside. Powerful kick by the junior midfielder. Valerio Kushina is about to go in for the Bantams. Uatara, good trap with his chest there into space. That one sent up to Uatara, but Cody is there and flicks it out for a Bantam throw. Noah Burkett warming up for the Bruins, hands that ball to Uatara. And play will pause for the throw-in because Kushina is going in. He'll come in along with number 14, Andrea Hopelman. It's Felix Hebler and Massimo Rossi exiting, with Hopelman and Kushina entering. Big throw in here into the box, flicked around, headed by Issa, and that one's going to be called a foul against the Bantams. Manzelman got a little bit too much into David Issa on that, and the Bruins are going to have a free kick in the box, but their own defensive box. Don't get excited. Goal kick of sorts is short to Gonzalez. People are still coming into Alumni Stadium. Manzelman, Uatara, poked away by Bergen for now. Good job by Rise Solomon getting the ball back, fouled by Rodas. Bergen, again, just drops it back to Codia, who drops it back to Provenzano. Codia not sure what to do with it. Stuart Manning with the ball now. Stuart Manning making a couple touches. Bergen pokes it away for now. Bergen trying to get the ball away. Gonzalez can only kick it out for a throw-in. That ball by Codia up the field went right to the feet of Stuart Manning. He took full advantage of that. And now he has the ball on the right wing. Stuart Manning with his left into the box, headed away by Bergen. Out for another Bantam's throw. Gonzalez on Manzelman's back, making this difficult in the corner, and that one is going to go up for a corner kick. Bantams with the second corner of the night. Just about 20 minutes to go in the first half. It's Manzelman taking this. The lefty curls it in near the box. Poked away, punched out by Provenzano. Provenzano's on the ground now. Nothing's called. He gets up. Manzelman with the ball again. Into the box again. A scissor kick attempt. No good. Uatara with the ball in the box for the Bantams still. Good defense by Rivers. Hamilton so far. He's joined by Jackson Reinhardt. Uatara gets around him. But great defense by Hamilton. The touch is too far out in front. And Provenzano has a goal kick. Two subs coming on for the Bruins. It's Noah Burkett and Sam Gaddis. Sam Gaddis was recently named one of the 3 captains on this team for the year, joined by Bryce Ramler, who's still out with a head injury, and Reed Bergen. Noah Burkett came and joined the Bruins in the spring, had a great spring season, really got used to this Bruins soccer, and now he is ready to go here in the fall season. He's playing on the right wing tonight to start. You'll probably see him move around just a little bit. In each exhibition, he played in 3 different spots on that right wing, the striker position, and in the midfield where Gaddis is now. Throw into Fodish. Issa pokes that one out. Gaddis. First touch is a drop to Kodia. Back to Rivers Hamilton. And drop back to Provenzano. Heavy pressure by Manzelman. Provenzano gets it away to Gonzalez. Fodish ends up with it again in the midfield. Looks over to Hopelman. Hopelman, the sophomore. And that one's going to be too far out of reach for Hopelman. It's going to go out for another goal kick. Shout out to all 5 of our ball boys tonight. Doing a great job so far keeping this game going. It's positions like that you don't really think about while watching at home that are super important to a game, but they really are. You think back to last year, there was a game where current manager Gael, that one's through to Pierre-Jean-Philippe, and the flag goes up. Oh, man, nobody agrees with that on the Bruins side. Pierre-Jean-Philippe was behind 2 defenders on that. Wow. Already some controversy. Nobody agrees with that on the Bruins side. Bantams may have just gotten away with one. Pierre-Jean-Philippe is coming at that left side. There were still 2 defenders in front of him, and the flag does go up. Good read by Rivers Hamilton. Heads that one out of bounds. As I was saying, last season, current manager Gael Malin was a ball boy, and it was one of his quick actions to get the ball to a Bruin throwing in that led to a Bruins goal. And I'm pretty sure it led to be a game-winning goal, or at least a game-sealing goal. So, yes, ball boy is extremely important. That one is gathered by Luke Provenzano. Hodgkin to Issa. Up to Pierre-Jean-Philippe. Good flick on to Gaddis. Gaddis finds Hodgkin going up the left side. Hodgkin drops it back to Kodia. Didn't quite have the angle to find Bergen in the middle. Kodia does. Finds Bergen there with Manzelman on his back. Bergen with his left foot, weak foot, doesn't quite get it there. But that one gets past. That should be a handball. It is. Ball is misread by Hopelman. Jumps up and hits him in the left hand. Now the Bruins have a very interesting free kick here. Just barely out of striking range for a shot, but could prove to be dangerous, getting bounced around in the box. This is going to take this. Burkett, Orednik, Gaddis, Gonzalez, and Pierre-Jean-Philippe in the box. Will Hodgkin has a short option just outside the box. What's Issa going to do with it? 15.5 to go in the first half. That one's on net. Oh, man. What a save by Pal Jimenez. Issa did put that one on frame. Kind of a finesse shot on that near post. And almost sneaked in. Quick corner. Issa trying to get around with a good angle. David Issa. That one gets deflected out by a defender. Now a counterattack here by the Bantams. Interrupted by David Issa. Now in the midfield to Fodish. Dribbling around. Finds Hopelman. Trying to get past Pierre-Jean-Philippe. You simply can't speed your way past Pierre-Jean-Philippe. But Bantams retain possession. That one's out to the left wing to Freddie Payne. Up to Rodas. That one's out for a goal kick. Good job shielding by Rivers Hamilton. Sub coming on for the Bantams. That is number 28, Ryan Zadu. He's coming in for number 7, Max Manzelman. Manzelman's played a quality 31 minutes so far here tonight. Bruins trying to get something going here with just under 14 minutes to go in the half. Pierre-Jean-Philippe to Gaddis to Gonzalez. Back to Provenzano. Good pressure shown. Good filling space by Burkett. Trying to find Will Hodgkin with a floater. Hodgkin can't quite get a touch, but the Bruins win the ball back. And that one's going to be a foul. Rivers Hamilton using his body again to shield the ball away and simply gets ran into. And this is another one of those free kicks in a big area for the Bruins. I think Sam Gaddis is going to take this one. Gaddis is looking forward to having a full season under his belt. He spent last season with a broken collarbone for the majority of it, came back for the end and made a big impact at the national tournament. But now as a junior has a full season in front of him. 6 Bruins at the top of the box. Powell Jimenez getting in position. 2-man box. Or 2-man. Rednick with the header. And the flag goes up again. I don't know if they're going to call offsides or a goal kick. Either way, the Bantams get the ball. Coming into the game is Bucky Provenzano. Yes, another Provenzano is a Bruin, and he is talented like the other two. He's coming in for Pierre-Jean-Philippe, and that'll make Will Hodgkin go to the left wing and Provenzano into the midfield. Bucky Provenzano, if there's one word I can use to describe him, is he's a dog. He's simply so strong, so fast. He always knows what to do, but he's so calm in that midfield. In the 2 exhibition matches, we lost one Provenzano, one All-American Provenzano, and we could potentially be gaining another one here in Bucky. Tries to get that one away. With the defender on his back, goes out for a throw-in. Whistles, blows, and play is going to stop momentarily. The line judge getting a little bit too picky over there. Makes Freddie Payne scoot back for that throw, and he's going to scoot right back up on his run-up. Never really understood that one. Bergen finds Gaddis in the middle. Gaddis turns. Finds Issa on that left side. Up to Provenzano. He turns to go forward, gets a little shove in the back, but he gets the ball back. And wins the throw-in. Issa out to take this one. Big drop all the way to Gonzalez. Bergen cut back, finds Provenzano. Has a square pass who goes over to Rivers Hamilton. Up to Burkett, makes a touch toward the middle with his left. Almost, what a great turn by Provenzano. Gaddis ends up with it for now. There are a lot of jerseys over there. Uwatara trying to create space. Provenzano gets it back. Can't get that one to get to the feet of a Rednick. It goes out of bounds for a Bruins throw-in. Bruins have yet to find that crease in the defensive line. Bantham's back line is held strong. Out for another Bruins throw. Hamilton finds Hodgkin in the middle. Good look by Hamilton. Can Hodgkin get control? He does. Getting his arm tugged a little bit. Provenzano with a shot from far out, straight at Powell Jimenez. Provenzano does have the power to shoot from out there. Back in January, I had a chance to play short field pickup with him, and we were shooting free kicks after we were done, and I was scared to play goalie against some of these shots by Bucky Provenzano. No gloves, had a chance to break my hands and break my wrists, so I just let them go in the top corner. I could have saved them, for sure. Definitely not. Gonzalez with the ball. in the defensive corner. Now creating some space, taking some space up to Will Hotchkin. Smart play by Hotchkin. That one goes off of Hopelman to go out for a Bruins throw. Gaddis back to Gonzalez. Big shift over to Kodia. Kodia with space in front. Bergen creates his own space to Hamilton. Back to Kodia. Heavy pressure by Kushina makes that pass difficult. Bergen has such good control with the ball. Fouled there. Bruins get a free kick. Kodia looking all the way up the field, trying to find Hamilton on the run. Freddie Payne interrupts that. Brought down by a Rednick, though. Bruins going forward, still a Rednick. Can't quite get the touch. That one goes out for a Bruins throw. Joshua McDonald about to go in for the Bantams. Next time they get a throw in. Hamilton trying to find his best option. Uwatara picks that one off, but Hamilton gets it back. A Rednick out for another Bruins throw. Throw in to Kodia. Gonzalez taking his space all the way up. Finds Gaddis. Gaddis can't quite turn with the ball. And now another counterattack of sorts by the Bantams. But they're going 3 against 5. Uwatara, 1 against 2. Tries to split them. That goes out for a throw-in. Here comes Joshua McDonald. He's going to enter for number 5, Freddie Payne. And newly subbed on McDonald, the sophomore, is going to go and take this throw-in. McDonald gets on the baseline. Almost got a pass into the box before Kodia gets in the way, and it goes out of bounds for a corner kick. Third corner of the half for the Bantams. Bantams in the box. Goes far post. That one, Provenzano came out for that. David Issa just saved that goal. Provenzano tried to punch that one away. It gets headed on frame. David Issa standing on that far post, and that could have gone in. It's not the first time in this week that we've seen a defender save a goal. The women's exhibition match against Furman, we saw Abby Arrowwood save a goal with a header. It's actually an incredible moment in the exhibition match. Now I see the same kind of thing here tonight, but David Issa did it. Another corner for the Bantams. Short corner. Those are always some dangerous ones. Now back into the box again. Headed on, and Provenzano just has to punch that one over the frame. Good save by Provenzano again. That was Kushina that got a head on it. And another corner for the Bantams. Short corner again. Poked out. To the box. Shot over the frame. Far out for a goal kick. Bruins defense stands strong. Bruins goalkeeper Luke Provenzano is proving why he is the starting keeper. Gonzalez Couldn't get that pass up to Hodgkin. Bruins have controlled possession for most of this half, but here in the final 5 minutes, it's the Bantams applying a lot of pressure. And Kodia, all he can do is just clear that one away. Rocha drops back to Jimenez. Now Rocha with the ball again. Out for a Bruins throw. Hopelman did not like that call. Heavy pressure by Gaddis, but Bantams on the run. That's Kushina. But Kodia gets there first for the Bruins and out for another throw-in. Lots of pressure here by the Bantams. Really trying to get a goal before the halftime. Kushina. That one now gets crossed in the middle. Incredible chest pass by David Issa right to the hands of Provenzano. That's what you call aware of your surroundings. David Issa. Incredible. Hodgkin tried to get a quick one past Hopelman, but Hopelman hits that one out of bounds. That's Bucky Provenzano. Finds Bergen coming up. Bruins on the run. Over to Burkett. Out for a Bruins throw. 2 minutes remaining. Hamilton trying to find a Rednick. And that one's going to go out for a Bantams throw. See how much pressure the Bruins apply to keep the ball. Poked forward by Uatara. That's Kushina. Now trying to get the ball away from Kodia. Kushina comes up with it. Passes to Uatara. Good give and go to Kushina. In the box with his left foot. Another save by Provenzano. Cleared out by Jaden Kodia. Bruins trying to settle here. Bantams, another. Into the box, dribbling around, and Kodia just has to kick that out for a corner. Bruins are now fighting for their life here to get into halftime 0-0. The tone of the game can change so quickly if the Bantams can score here in the final minute, 50 seconds remaining. That's Rocha kicking it. They crowd the box. That one goes far post again. Poked out by Provenzano. Another good read by him. Cleared away for now, and that one's going to go out for a Bruins throw. That's Provenzano's box. 30 seconds remaining. David Issa with the ball here. Clears it up. A little tic-tac passing with the head. Bergen gets the ball. There's 12 seconds. Trying to find Burkett or a Rednick, and that one's just too far out in front. Jimenez is going to gather it. And that's how the half is going to end. Bruins keep possession for the majority of the half, but that final 5 minutes, the Bantams really came alive on the offensive side. They could not get a goal, though, because of Luke Provenzano. Several key saves to keep this one knotted at 0. The second half is coming up in 15 minutes. Stick around. It's going to be a good one.
He's a puppy.
This is so terrible music, but it's way better than that.
Hey, it's Rocky. Have you ever seen the Rocky movies?
I mean, yes.
What?
It's not something in my video you would play
they know everything.
I just need to know so that way I
Yes.
can put them on the thing.
I will talk to them. I might need to sit down.
Yeah. Yes.
Serious trouble.
Oh no. What?
Do we still want no one on sand volleyball when there's a game up here?
Yes. And then is Ella down there?
I think she's maybe
In the tent. She should be in the tent.
Okay, I'll walk down there and tell her. But at halftime, we need to get these balls, so that isn't happening. Can't have that either.
oh that one works.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's only 6 minutes left. I'm not gonna walk over there now and be like, hey, but it's not a high school game.
Okay.
So.
Then
But I didn't tell her that. I thought Joy did. Apparently Joy didn't, but she didn't know, so it's not on her or anything.
okay. Then they're down on lower fields.
That's fine.
Joy would turn on the lights facing away. Is that good?
I would leave all the other lights off until this is done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave them all.
I wouldn't turn on any additional lights until this is over.
Okay.
Once this is over, we can turn them on. That's
I'm
fine.
about to go turn on home court though. Pick them all. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gotcha.
Welcome back to the second half of action. My name is Trenton Goldsmith, still with you here. It is knotted at 0-0 to start the final 45 minutes. It was a wild end of the first half, especially when the Bantams were just attack, and several key saves by Luke Provenzano and several key clearances by this brand new back line for the Bruins. We're starting the second half. A couple new players to start this second half that didn't start the game. Sam Gaddis, Bucky Provenzano, and Noah Burkett all starting the second half. They did see first half action, but it came off the bench. Hopefully this Bruins team has a little bit more control here to start this second half as they did to end the first half. That one sent up all the way to Bucky Provenzano. Good pressure and it's cleared away for now. Up to Nathaniel Green. That was the first time we've seen Nathaniel Green tonight. He is starting the second half for the Bantams. Gonzalez gets that throw in. Issa now with the ball at his feet, gets poked away. That's Green again. Finds Manzelman. Manzelman gets past Gaddis, looking to switch fields to the left side, but Burkett gets in the way of that. And Burkett gets the ball now. Shielded away. Great shield by Rodas to get the ball back. Now that's going to be a foul against Burkett. Actually, the referee just pointed both ways, so that's going to be a foul against Rodas, actually. The Bruins will get a free kick. That was one of those that, like, at first, I thought it was a foul against Burkett because Burkett was coming into the back of Rodas, and the referee pointed both ways. But Burkett now with the ball in the corner. That one just loses and gets off his feet and cleared away by the Bantams. That's Uatara with the ball. Uatara has just been one of the main attackers for this Bantams team, showing why. And that one's going to go out for a Bruins throw. He really wanted a foul. Gets tripped a little bit. Referees tonight very picky on where these throwers in are standing. It's happened several times where they go to throw the ball in. The play has to stop because they have to step back about 2 feet. Or Rednick tries to flick on. Into the box, dangerous spot, and Provenzano comes and gathers it. That was Kushina crashing in, but just guessed the wrong side of Issa. And now Issa carrying the ball up the field, trying to look for an option. Hasn't found one yet. Finds Pierre-Jean-Philippe. Actually, he does not. That one, a great tackle by Green to get in the way of that. That one's up to a Rednick. A Rednick trying to win a foot race, dropping back to Jimenez and cleared away. This game just smells like a 1-0 late goal game. I was talking to injured captain Bryce Ramler at halftime. He just said if whoever scores first will probably win this game. And our Bruins defense has to hold on and really help Luke Provenzano back there. That one's a shot from way out. With a prayer out of bounds for a goal kick. He's telling me how the defensive line has to help out Provenzano back there. Several opportunities for the Bantams there at the end of the first half where Provenzano did a majority of the work to save a goal from happening. There's obviously that one save by Issa that was, he was standing on the post after Provenzano came out to try to punch one away. He also said the midfielders have to connect with guys up top like Asher Rednick and Pierre-Jean-Philippe. Midfielders have to connect with speed to try to get through the very tough defensive line by the Bantams. Big throw. Headed away by Bergen. And now it's just a header fest. Gaddis ends up with the ball at his feet after a shield. Drops back to Issa. Bruins just trying to get comfort in possession right now. Gaddis and Issa are kind of stuck back there. Issa, such good ball control. Goes up to Provenzano. No continuation called on that. Play stops immediately. Might be a frustrating call, but this early in the half might not have mattered as much as later in the game. And teams are run down and tired. Issa trying to look up to Asher Rednick. That one gets by. Rednick has the ball. He has no one to help him with yet though. Rednick into the box on his left foot. Trying to put one on net, and again, he's just all alone back there. Burkett and Pierre-Jean-Philippe were coming up, but just not quite in time. So that one's gathered by Jimenez. Still no strong shot on net by the Bruins so far tonight. We saw 3 shots in the first half. David Issa's free kick was probably the best one, and we had 2 go over the frame. That one goes out of bounds for a Bruins throw-in. Burkett's going to go take this one. Actually, Hamilton comes on and takes it instead. Justin Seeley went out of the game early with what looked like a knee injury, has not returned. Hamilton played the majority of that half at the right back spot. And a Rednick is through. A Rednick trying to get position again. And that one's just too far out in front. A Rednick could not gain control after getting past his defender. Green up the line, miscommunicates with Manzelman, but Kushina crashing in to try to get that from Issa, and Issa gets there first. Issa's just effortless. Issa's effortlessly fast. It looks like he barely runs when he's beating out these guys sprinting. That's what makes part of his game so special. Provenzano, big pass to the back, but Luke Provenzano gets it from going out of bounds. Finds Hamilton all by himself in that right wing. Hamilton taking the space in front of him. Rednick is called offsides. The only defender that was close to him on that one was Joshua McDonald on the far side. Rednick did look back to try to line up with him, but left slightly early. There was one offsides call in the first half where they called Pierre-Jean-Philippe offsides. And, I mean, quite simply, it may have been the wrong call. Bantams now with 5 going forward. That's Nathaniel Green up against David Issa into the box, and that one's just going to go out of bounds. That's a miss hit by Green. And now a goal kick for the Bruins. Oh, testy pass. Back to Provenzano. He saves that from going in the net with a chest. He can't catch those kinds of passes. Wow. That one was almost an own goal. Another big save by Provenzano, but against his own team. Ooh, man. That'll get your heart rate up a little bit. Gets all the way through and out on the back line, and now to Jimenez in the far back. That's Rocha. Rocha had a good first half, controlling that back line for the most part, also taking some corner kicks, some very well-placed corner kicks, I might add. Hamilton heads that one away. Gaddis gets possession. Heel flick to Burkett. Now a Rednick. A Rednick trying to find Jean-Philippe through the line. Can't quite get there. Not enough pace. They've been running into that problem very often. Just not quite enough pace on these passes. And the Bantams win a free kick. Manzelman with Gonzalez on his back. Gonzalez comes away with it. Good strong play by Gerardo Gonzalez. Hamilton back to Provenzano. Heavy pressure. Now Gonzalez to Issa. That pass was almost read by Green. Bergen comes up with it. Bergen looking all the way up to Jean-Philippe. Jean-Philippe, no effort. He may have been offsides when that ball was kicked. And it goes out for a deep Bantam throw. McDonald will take it. Wow, that was a far throw. Gets all the way up to Manzelman. The flick on to Kushina up the line. That one's going to go out for a Bruins throw. Good defense by Jaden Kodia to get back on that with the overlapping Kushina. Issa taking his time on the throw, finds Gaddis. It's a good touch to keep the ball. Up to Provenzano with space. Provenzano sends it up to Burkett. Too far inside, and that one's headed away by Hopelman. Hopelman against two defenders. Splits them for now. Good tackle by Provenzano. That one goes out for a offensive third throw in for the Bantams. Deep throw expected here. Bantams crowd the box. This might be a corner kick of sorts. No one's moving around so far. Throwing in. Gets bounced around for now. Uatara drops back to McDonald. McDonald finds Green in a gap. Nathaniel Green across the box, and that one gets out. Green gets it back and just does not connect with the ball. And the Bruins get another goal kick. Dangerous moment there against the Bruins again. Bantams really having a good time right now on the offensive side. Just haven't been able to put a goal away yet. They've definitely gotten more chances than the Bruins so far tonight. That one dropped all the way back to Kodia across the box. Weak pass to Bergen. Bergen has to try to get to that. Now Rodas. And that one's going to go out for another goal kick. Issa looking diagonal. Does not try to find Burkett. Throughout the season, you might see that diagonal send up. Did it several times last year, and several times it led to goals. I mean, pretty consistently, if you can put it on target. Rednick finds Gaddis. Bruins are moving forward now. Finds Pierre-Jean-Philippe. Pierre-Jean-Philippe with a quick step. Pierre-Jean-Philippe into the box, and he gets a foul called. That's inside the box. The Bruins are pleading, but they call it right outside. McCarty and Fulton pleading with the side judge to call that in the box. Clock will stop. The field ref is calling that right outside the box, but it just looked like Jean-Philippe was in the box. A yellow card was given out to Joshua McDonald on that foul. Now the Bruins, literally on the line of the 18-yard box, have a free kick here with a chance to score. It's still 0-0. David Issa standing over it with Noah Burkett. Rednick, Provenzano, Gonzalez, Gaddis, and Kodia in the box. This could be a big moment here. Bruins still looking for their first goal of the season. Here we go. David Issa on the ground, hits the wall, gets the ball back though. Bruins stay in. And that one gets poked away. Bergen coming in on Bergen. Good turn. And that was going to be another foul. And clock will stop again. It should be a caution coming out for Juan Rodas. It might just be a talking to. Card hasn't come out of the pocket yet. Great effort by Bergen to get that ball back after Issa's free kick went right into a two-man wall. And there's the caution against Rodas. So now 2 yellow cards in the last 30 seconds or so for the Bantams. Bruins are going to line the box again. And it's going to be David Issa kicking it again. Issa and Fulton directing traffic right now. Another big chance for the Bruins here to score. People are getting thrown around right now. Here comes Issa into the box. That one is gathered by Jimenez right over the head of Bucky Provenzano. Short punt, high into the air. Great tackle by Bergen, gets the ball back. Jean-Philippe with the ball now, and that one gets poked away for now. And out for a Bruins throw-in. Good placement on that free kick by Issa, just the slightest bit too high. Shifty moves by Issa, gets away here from his defender for now. Finding his best option, still with the ball at his feet all the way over. Finds Hamilton on the right side. Hamilton taking space. Now Burkett. Burkett up the line. Burkett into the box. Pierre Jean-Philippe, bad. First touch, and that one gets cleared away. Now a counter. That's Green. He was trying to find Cuscino. That one gets kicked out for a throw-in, though. Bruins offense coming alive here just a little bit, still looking for a hard shot on net. Cuscino, good flick. But Fodish couldn't get to the ball in time. That one's going to be a foul against Rodas. Got too much of Provenzano on that challenge. Another conversation between Manzelman and the referee. Bergen finds Kodia. Kodia to Gonzalez. And now Issa. Connects with a Rednick. Rednick, good first touch. Trying to get the pucky Provenzano. Good shield by McDonald to not allow Provenzano to get to that ball. Provenzano on his left foot in the corner for now. Cuts back. And that one's out for a Bruins throw. Jackson Reinhard warming up. Freshman got the start tonight. It looks to be going in for the Bruins soon. Gaddis, heavy touch to start. That one gets cleared away. All the way back to Luke Provenzano. Kodia with some pressure. Finds Burkett. Burkett taking all the space he can take. Finds Jean-Philippe. We know what happens now. Pierre Jean-Philippe. Onto his right for Pierre Jean-Philippe. And that gets deflected out for a corner. He got onto his dominant foot. Great shot. Great opportunity for the Bruins. And we got another corner kick. David Issa over to take it. It's only a matter of time one of these two teams puts one away. Bruins crowd the box in a single file line. Trying to find the best gap. David Issa puts it in the box. A Rednick, no one. Bouncing around and cleared out for now. That's Kushina chasing it down. Does not save it from going out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in deep in the corner for the Bruins. Rivers Hamilton coming up to take it. And the sub will come on. Subs for both teams. Asher Rednick will exit for the Bruins. Jackson Reinhard will enter. And number 10, Juan Rodas, will exit for the Bantams. And it's number 6, Felix Hebler, who started the game coming in for Rodas. And the shift will happen. Burkett now up top, taking Rednick's spot. Reinhard now on that right wing. Flick on to the middle. No one's home. Cleared away. Gaddis wins possession back. And now Hamilton with the ball. Drops it back to Kodia. Over to Gonzalez. Bruins finding their shape again. After several set pieces. Issa up to Burkett. That one gets headed away for another throw-in. David Issa, otherwise known as Tuso, has been very busy tonight, taking nearly every set piece and going up and down that left line. Bruins still finding a way to crack their defensive line. Reset to Luke Provenzano. Provenzano to Gonzalez. Back to Provenzano. Kushina is up there to pressure a little bit. Kodia. Gaddis. And Hamilton can't quite get a good touch on it. Uatara is there to take it away for now. And there are 3 Bruins on him. And the Bruins end up with it again. There are a few Bantams warming up on their sideline. It's number 22, Valverde, and number 13, Caldera. And number 2, Stuart Manning, who had a very good first half. Stuart Manning's that energy the Bantams need on the offensive side right now. Provided a lot of it in the first half. Heavy pressure by Manzelman right now. I think Manzelman knows he might be coming out soon, so he's putting all his effort forward. Issa trying to find space. That one gets through the line. Reinhard up to Burkett. Burkett. Oh, good tackle by Rocha. Pierre-Jean-Philippe with it on the left wing, though. Into the box. And that one's out for a corner kick. Great passing up there between Reinhard and Burkett. Almost a goal opportunity. Subs coming on for both teams. And they'll stand the sideline for this corner kick. David Issa taking it again. Gonzalez and Kodia going up to join the Bruins in the box. They'll all be crashing in from the top of the box. Here we go. Far post. Head up in the air. Brought down by Reinhard. Now Bergen. Over to Issa. Issa with time. Burkett overlapping. Issa on his right foot. David Issa can't quite get it around the keeper. A shot on net, but saved by Jimenez. Bruins getting several chances here in the second half. There are 24 minutes to go in the game. It's going to be a throw-in, and this is when the subs are going to come on. Will Hodgkin, Rise Solomon coming on for the Bruins. Looks to be Bucky Provenzano and Sam Gaddis exiting. And it's going to be number 24, number 4, and number 9 exiting for the Bantams. So both teams sending subs on to try to provide the spark to hopefully break this tie. Bantams moving right away. That one's a tackle by Manzelman. And that's going to go out for a Bantams throw. The heel pass. It gets cleared out. Ball seems to be stuck over there on the right sideline. Bruins have a throw in now. Hamilton finds Solomon with Stuart Manning crashing on him. Solomon up to Burkett. Back to Kodia. Issa wants it badly on this side of the field. But it goes back to the left side. Throw-in is won by newly subbed Don Hebler. Issa just sends it forward and hopes to find Burkett, but it gets gathered by the back line of the Bantams. Now at the feet of McDonald. McDonald taking space in front of him, looking outside to Stuart Manning. This is the offensive spark in the first half for the Bantams. Talented right winger. Stuart Manning all the way into the middle of the field. The ball ends up back at his feet. It's getting jumbled around at the top of the box. That's Fodish dropping it back. Now a shot from really far out and very far right. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Quick goal kick taken to Issa. Issa has space. Finds Burkett in the middle. Now Solomon. Good flick on. Can Burkett get to it? He can't. That's Rossi. Poke back. Very messy possessions by both teams right now for the last few minutes. Bruins trying to settle in. It's been a busy day for Bruins athletics. Volleyball had 2 matches to start their season. They won their first one against Methodist University before losing their second to Roanoke College. As Pierre Jean-Philippe gets a little freedom there on the left side. Pierre Jean-Philippe, big touch into the box. And that one's called a foul against Jean-Philippe after Valverde flies on that challenge. And a card's going to come out for Jean-Philippe. It's a little tic-tac yellow card. While the volleyball team was playing today, our women's soccer team was in North Carolina playing Meredith College, where they fought to a very, very competitive 0-0 draw. Once that women's soccer team finds their offensive rhythm, that team is going to be dangerous. Very strong defense. They have the speed up top, but they have to get to know each other just a little bit to connect. It's a lot like we're seeing right now on the men's team. They have that speed, that talent up top. They just have to gel together and find the open spaces. Cross country was busy tonight in Spartanburg, South Carolina, racing at the Eye Opener hosted by USC Upstate. They had some good times to start their season there. And now here the nightcap, the only home event of the day. It's the 0-0 game so far with the men's soccer team against USC Union. Bruins knew going into this match that it was going to be tough, that it wasn't going to be easy. Union usually has a good team to represent them. Last time this Bruins team played Union was only one other time, and it was an exhibition match where the Bruins came away with a 1-0 win just a few years ago. Rednick going back to the center, might be going in soon. Bantams getting possession here. That's Fodish from outside. That was a tough little bounce there, but gathered by Provenzano. "19 minutes to go here in the game. Gonzalez made Caldera kind of stumble on that one. Rivers looking to connect. Has to drop to Kodia. Goes up to the way of Reinhard, but Rocha's there. And that one's going to be a throw-in for the Bruins. And that's when Asher Rednick will come back onto the field. And he's going to come on for Noah Burkett, who is exiting the far side to just make it a quick exit. And the referee is actually going to make him go the other way and make a bigger pause in play. Noah's kind of just saying, like, I was just letting the game go on faster. But he makes the long jog across the field. A Rednick back up top, probably to close the final 18 minutes of the game. Reinhardt getting away from defenders, finds Solomon in the middle. Rice Solomon, the experienced midfielder, finding Issa. Bruins are moving. David Issa, weak pass, not quite to anybody. And the Bantams going the other way, another counterattack. Sent all the way up the field to Nathaniel Green. Rivers Hamilton is there. And it's going to go out for a Bantams throw after all of that. Cleared away by Kodia. All the way to Stuart Manning. He's been the goal scorer for this Bantams team. Scored in their last game. Pierre-Jean-Philippe wins that ball back. That one's sent all the way up to Will Hodgkin. Hodgkin's onside. Asher Rednick coming to join him. Good touch by Hodgkin in the box. Shot on frame right to Jimenez. He had a Rednick all by himself at the PK spot. Good play by the Bruins offense, but just not quite looking into the box. Rednick was all by himself there. Would have been a tap into the corner. But a shot on net nonetheless. Now Kodia in a foot race with Caldera on the other side. Passes off target. Pierre-Jean-Philippe comes back and gets it. Pass off target. And Bantams with the ball again. That's Manzelman. Finding Fodish. Challenge in the back by Reinhardt, gets called a foul. And the Bantams have a free kick right inside their offensive third. Number 8, Julian Fodish standing over it. People on both sides of the box. He goes kind of to the middle. Easy gather by Luke Provenzano. Quick throw out to Will Hodgkin. And Hodgkin can't get there before Hebler cleared it back up into the box. $15 minutes to go here in this match. It is still 0-0. Bucky Provenzano about to go back in for the Bruins. Bergen brings it down. Bruins gaining possession back. That one's just cleared away. A Rednick going to chase after this one. Jimenez is going to have to just kick this one. He's going to find McDonald. Heavy pressure by Hodgkin. Now to Stuart Manning on the sideline. Stuart Manning against Pierre-Jean-Philippe. You got basically two of the same player going against each other right there. And Manning can't move forward, so they move backwards. Across the field to Rossi. Up to Rocha. Manzelman. Back to Hebler. And now Valverde. That's McDonald again. Good ball movement here by the Bantams. Ruined by Rice Solomon. Rice Solomon has space in front of him. Has to come back to the pass. And now Pierre-Jean-Philippe with all the space. Oh, Asher Rednick left early. The flag goes up. Miscommunication between a Rednick and Jean-Philippe. That's something that will come with time. Unfortunate for the Bruins there. Good step by David Issa, reads that pass. That one gets just kicked into the middle aimlessly. That's Jackson Reinhardt. Jackson Reinhardt still with the ball. Tries to get it into the box. It gets through a couple defenders and just behind Asher Rednick. Bergen up against Caldera there. Back up to Bergen with Caldera running on his back. Hamilton, Kodia. And now Gonzalez across the back. Up to Solomon. More movement for the Bruins offense now. David Issa. David Issa getting away into the middle. Can't get the footing to drop back to Bergen. That one's kicked from really far out and just wide left. Good awareness by Nathaniel Green. Almost got Provenzano too far out of his box. It's going to be a goal kick for the Bruins. Bucky Provenzano came on for Pierre Jean-Philippe. The clock's stopping right now. The referee's coach talking to head coach Curley on the Bantam sideline. "12 minutes remaining. A Rednick connecting with Kodia, but heavy first touch again. That one goes out for a Bruins throw. Hamilton coming out to take this one. Hamilton playing very well in the absence of Seeley tonight. Flicked on by a Rednick. Reinhardt trying to get to it. Reinhardt brings it down. Couldn't split the defenders. Reinhardt still fighting for it. And kicked up by Valverde. Manzelman. Bantam's running forward. Good pick away by Kodia. Bantam still going forward. Flicked on. And Bucky Provenzano will keep it from going out of bounds. Has space in front of him. He's going to take it. Stuart Manning crashing very quickly. Finds Hodgkin. Trying to flick up to Rise Solomon. It's a foot race. McDonald shields out for Bantam's throw. Up to Stuart Manning. McDonald has a massive throw-in. He's done it several times tonight. Goes so far up the field. Reinhardt gets that ball away, finds Bergen. Bergen switching over to Bucky Provenzano. Up to Hodgkin. Hodgkin gets tripped. And his shin guard flies out. Clock's going to stop. Probably a caution card for number 22, Pablo Valverde. Third yellow tonight against the Bantams. And another set piece for the Bruins here. With just over 10 minutes to go. David Issa taking this one too. As of right now, Provenzano, Rednick, Hodgkin, Reinhardt, and Gonzalez are at the top of the box. Going against 8 Bantam defenders. Gets sent far post. A Rednick! Oh, poked away by Jimenez. Reed Bergen with his left foot. Oh, man. 2 quality chances. Bantam's defense prevails again. Good tackle by Hodgkin. That one should be a handball multiple times against the Bantams. Nothing is called. Good run-throughs by McDonald. McDonald now with the ball at his feet. Can't get through the line. Gonzalez, McDonald. Everyone's there trying to get the ball. Back in. That one just couldn't get connected by Nathaniel Green on the scissor. Good effort by Caldera to get it in the box, though. This is going to be one intense 9 minutes. Both teams still fighting to break through this 0-0 draw. Either team could. This is not one of those 0-0 draws that's bound to be 0-0. Both of these teams all game long have had chances to score. That one's up to Hodgkin, but out of bounds. It's going to be a Bantams throw. Sub coming on, number 5, Freddie Payne. One of the starters for the Bantams tonight. Clock's going to stop. It's Hopelman that is exiting. And play will resume. Gonzalez gets it. Provenzano gets the ball away from his defender. Gets it out to Reinhard. Reinhard, heavy chest touch. Bergen now with the ball. Bergen to Hodgkin. Hodgkin finds Issa outside. Issa going against Stuart Manning. To Provenzano. Back to Issa. Issa trying to go to work. Wins a throw-in for the Bruins. The sideline ref calls that the Bantams' way. That's unfortunate for the Bruins. That was going to be a throw-in in a dangerous area for the Bruins. They get the ball right back, though, for now. And cleared away by the Bantams. Bantams now with a chance to counter. Good step by Rivers Hamilton. Little shoulder-to-shoulder action. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bantams. Good job for the Bruins getting the ball back there. Up towards a Rednick. Hamilton trying to get off that line. Goal was out for a Bantams throw. Pierre Jean-Philippe about to go back in for the Bruins. Into the box. Actually, no, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Bruins, 6 minutes to go. Kodia. Back to Provenzano. That's a risky drop there. Provenzano gets it back to Kodia just in time. Bergen over to Provenzano on the left wing. David Issa is going to overlap. Provenzano finds Issa on the run. David Issa. Reinhard. That pass to Provenzano gets picked off. Cleared up. Gonzalez gets the ball back for the Bruins. And he has to drop all the way back to Provenzano in the back. Kodia sending the ball all the way up in hopes to find Issa. Issa does get it in the corner. And that one's going to go out for a Bantam's throw. Issa could not figure out what to do with the ball with it at his feet. Bantam's taking their time on the throw-in. Getting urged by the referee to bring it in. Another big throw by McDonald. Headed towards the middle by Bergen, but no one's there to get it. Up the field, that one is pacing for Freddie Payne. Freddie Payne gets past defender number 1, across the box. That one is saved by Provenzano again. Nathaniel Green got a foot on it. Provenzano positioned perfectly. Will Hodgkin is called offsides. Just under 4 minutes to go. All this crowd wants is a moment to just explode. Kodia gets the first touch, doesn't really go anywhere, up in the air. Stuart Manning brings it down. Heavy touch though. Bergen trying to take it away. Hodgkin now gets to it. Stuart Manning trying to take it back, and Hodgkin's arms just got stuck in there on Stuart Manning's shoulder. So Bantams now with a free kick right inside their offensive third with 3 minutes to go. It's Joshua McDonald that's going to take it. 3-man wall for the Bruins. What a home opener, season opener this is. Into the box, flicked on, and over the bar. Clock will stop for the subs to come on. Pierre Jean-Philippe coming on for the Bruins. And Steve Uwatara coming on for the Bantams. It's Jackson Reinhard exiting with Nathaniel Green. Two minutes, 43 seconds to go. Issa back to Kodia, another risky drop. Bergen wins the ball back. Bergen, great footwork, finds Gonzalez behind him for a drop. Back to Provenzano. Goes out to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to head forward to Provenzano. And that's going to go back to Luke Provenzano. I'm saying that name a lot tonight. It's probably going to be happening all season long. Kodia finds Bucky Provenzano, but can't get the touch on it. Bantams the other way, 2 minutes to go. That one will be called a foul again on Kodia. Clock will stop again. And another big free kick opportunity here for the Bantams. So far tonight, the Bruins defense has done very well with these. Along, obviously, with Luke Provenzano. Referee paces out the distance for the wall. That's Joshua McDonald over it again. Here we go. On the ground. That was almost a very good ball for Stuart Manning. And that one's going to go out for a corner kick. Bantams attacking at the end of this half as they did in the first half. Clock continues to run down. And the Bantams are going to take their time. Referee's going to let it go down. Curling into the box. That's near the goal. And Hodgkin with the ball. Hodgkin in a foot race with the ball. Trying to find Pierre Jean-Philippe. And that one's going to be a foul called against Jean-Philippe with a minute to go. Feet got tangled and John Philippe happened to be the one behind. Clock winding under a minute. This might be one of the final opportunities here for either team. All the way up into the box, soaring high in the air, gathered the whole way by Provenzano. 40 seconds. Quickly to Issa. Bruins trying to counter. Issa up the field towards Bucky Provenzano. He reads it. Provenzano into the box. Gets caught up. No, nothing is called. Goes out for a corner kick. 20 seconds. Bruins have to go quickly. They have to send everybody up. 15 seconds. Bucky Provenzano gonna send it in. That gets into the box. No one. Reed Bergen from distance. Oh, over the bar. What a hit by Bergen. Oh my goodness. And that is how the game is going to end. Wow, what a way to start the season. Could you get a more exciting 0-0 draw? Back and forth we went all night long. The heart rate is extremely high right now for both teams, but it's finally time to rest. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight for this season opener for the Bruins. It's going to be one special season here. They begin their season with a 0-0 draw against USC Union. They play next time here on Monday at 4 p.m. against USC Salkehatchie. I'll be back with you. My name is Trenton Goldsmith signing off for now. I'll see you next time on Monday. Have a good night, Bruin Nation.